Hello and welcome back. Today we have a very special story for you. It is a true story about a very small town in the United States. When we say small, we mean very, very small. In fact, only one person lives there. Just one person. Let's find out more about this amazing place. The town is called Monowi. It is in the state of Nebraska, in the middle of the United States. Nebraska is a quiet place. It has a lot of open land, green fields, and small towns. Monowi is one of those small towns. But Monowi is not just small. It is the smallest town in all of the United States. So who is this one person? Her name is Elsie Eiler. Elsie is an older woman. She has lived in Monowi for a very long time. She knows every road, every building, and every tree. Monowi is her home, and she loves it very much. Elsie did not always live there alone. Many years ago, her husband Rudy also lived in Monowi. They lived together there for many years, and they were very happy. But in 2004, Rudy passed away. That means he died. It was a very sad time for Elsie. After Rudy died, many people thought she would leave and go to a bigger city. But Elsie did not leave. She chose to stay. She wanted to keep Monowi alive. Now, here is something very interesting. Monowi is an official town. That means the government of the United States sees it as a real town. But to stay official, the town needs a government. It needs a mayor, a clerk, and a treasurer. So who does all these jobs? Elsie does. She is the mayor, she is the clerk, and she is the treasurer. She is the whole town government all by herself. As the mayor, Elsie makes decisions for the town. As the clerk, she keeps important records. As the treasurer, she takes care of the town's money. Every year, she gives herself a permit to run her business. She signs the papers as the mayor, and she receives the papers as the business owner. It sounds funny, but it is completely true. So what does Elsie do every day? She is a very busy woman. She runs a place called the Monowi Tavern. A tavern is a small restaurant and bar. People can go there to eat and drink. Elsie opens the tavern every day. She cooks the food, talks to the customers, and cleans up when everyone leaves. It is a lot of work for one person, but Elsie does it with a smile. People come from many different places to visit the Monowi Tavern. Some come from nearby towns, some come from other states, and some even come from other countries. They want to see this famous one-person town. They want to meet Elsie, eat her food, and hear her stories. Elsie always welcomes them. She is very friendly and kind. The tavern is a warm and cozy place. It has old photos on the walls and comfortable chairs and tables. When you walk inside, you can feel the history of the town. Elsie knows many stories about Monowi and the people who used to live there. She remembers the happy days when the town was full of life. Visitors love listening to her. There is also something very special in Monowi. There is a small library in the town. Elsie built this library to remember her husband, Rudy. Rudy loved books very much. He read many books during his life. After he died, Elsie wanted to remember him in a special way. So she built a library and filled it with thousands of books. The library is free for everyone to use. The library is small, but it has a lot of books inside. Visitors often walk around and look at them. Some people feel very moved when they visit. They think about Rudy and they think about Elsie's love for him. It is a beautiful story inside a beautiful place. Monowi was not always so quiet. The town started in 1902. In those early days, Monowi was a stop for trains. Trains were very important at that time. They carried people and goods from place to place. Because of the trains, many people came to live in Monowi. At its busiest time, around 150 people lived there. There were shops, schools, and families. It was a lively little community. But slowly, over many years, people began to leave. They moved to bigger cities to find better jobs. The number of people in Monowi got smaller and smaller. One by one, people left. Until finally, only Elsie and Rudy were there. And then, after Rudy died, only Elsie stayed. Today, the population of Monowi is just one. Many people ask Elsie, "Why do you stay?" Her answer is simple. She loves Monowi. It is her home. It has her memories. Rudy is buried there. The library is there. The tavern is there. Everything important to her is in Monowi. She does not want to leave, and she does not want the town to disappear. So she stays, and she keeps it alive every single day. Elsie also has family and friends who visit her. She is not completely alone all the time. Her children and grandchildren come to see her. Old friends stop by the tavern. Travelers become new friends. Elsie has a good life. She stays busy, she stays happy, and she keeps smiling. Monowi is now a popular place for visitors. Many people want to see the smallest town in the United States. They drive along quiet roads and arrive in a place with almost nothing around. Just open land, blue sky, the tavern, and the library. And of course, Elsie. When they meet her, they feel very lucky. She is kind, funny, and full of energy. She makes every visitor feel welcome. Some journalists and TV reporters have visited Monowi too. They write stories about Elsie and her town. Her story has appeared in newspapers and on television around the world. People everywhere find her story very inspiring. She is a strong woman who chose to stay in a place she loves. She works hard every day and keeps her community alive all by herself. So what can we learn from Elsie and Monowi? We can learn that one person can make a big difference. We can learn that love for a place is very powerful. Monowi has only one resident, but it has a lot of love, history, and warmth inside it. Thank you so much for listening today. We hope you enjoyed the story of Monowi and Elsie Eiler. It is a true story, and it is a wonderful one. If you ever travel to Nebraska, maybe you can visit Monowi. You can have a drink at the tavern, look at the books in the library, and say hello to Elsie. We think you will love it. See you in the next story. Take care and keep learning.